3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, awesome. Alright, this is Quake. We are jumping. There's friction on the ground, but if we stay in the air, we kind of mitigate that. We do something called power bunny hopping, which makes us lose even less time to friction. We do that by hitting forward every time we hit the ground, which for me is right click every time I hit the ground. Sounds unnatural to a lot of people, but it's really quite fun. Yeah, I'm starting out, I'm just doing the episode order in order, but we don't usually do that. We usually do it in whatever episode is hardest first, of course, to save time. Closer? Oh, there we go. Alright, yeah, this is episode 1. It's pretty straightforward, but on the next stage here we're going to start to seeing some grenade jumps and also a big weird random skip. You're going to see me shoot my shotgun to time these grenade jumps. So, like, between the 4th and the 5th shot, you do a jump, and the shotgun timing helps that. And here we're going to do a random little skip with a zombie. Hopefully he plays along. This is very random, but I thought I'd show it off. Not really playing along. Ah, there we go. Still not very good here, but we hit the button there. It clips with the zombie and he opens the door for us, so we can skip a whole elevator. Would have been quicker with just the elevator there. Going to try that skip, didn't get it. So I'm going to do the backup. It's called easy run, not difficult run. So we're going for some easy strats sometimes. But I'm gonna try to do the harder strats whenever I can, just because I might as well show them off. We do have saves here, and that's something we don't have the luxury of when we're doing single segment speedruns. So there we go.
Do you have time for a real quick donation?
Yes.
Lovely, thank you. We've got 69 Krone from Sphere, who says real Quake hours.
Hell yeah.
Sphere.
Shoutouts to Spheres, shoutouts to all the guys staying up for real Quake hours. Alright, this is the final level of episode 1. It has a little boss fight. We're going to try to slide off of the head just because it's cool. And there we go. And we have to wait a bit and then hit the button to electrocute him and not die, hopefully, but we did die. Being a little silly on this stage. There we go. Alright, so we hit the button, electrocute him, and jump down here. And that's episode 1, and that's 1 out of 4 episodes. Heading into episode 2, a little bit of a trickier episode, but it's gonna be fine. This is E2M1, it's one of the maps that a lot of people get into when they start Quake, because it's such a short map. You can do it in like 8 or 7 seconds even, so it's really fun. Here we just have to shoot one button. In previous versions of Quake, in like vanilla, you have to shoot both buttons or else the game actually crashes when you go through there, and don't shoot both the buttons. Alright, this stage is just a bunch of movement, I guess, trying to not get killed and not get blocked too bad. And not fall down there. I didn't do a save, so I have to do the whole level again. That's fine. Alright. This stage has a pretty difficult grenade jump, but it should be fine. Yeah, that was alright. Alright, coming up on a big stage with a big swim section. I hope I can get this. Oh, okay, no. It's so swag when you get that drop straight into the water, but I missed it. Too bad. It's fine. We have a bunch of walking in water, and then we're heading into a section of some pretty cool jumps, if I can get them. No, not the speed there, but that's fine. Doesn't cost any time, pretty much. Getting hit there kind of sucks because now I can't go for the hard strat on the next stage, but it's fine. Have to hit the trigger here. The next stage here actually requires you to have enough armor for a certain really kind of tricky strat, but since we don't really have the armor for it, we're going to go for the backup strat, which luckily I have. The harder strat there involves taking a rocket jump up to the top, right here, and then doing a little elevator skip here. We clip into the wall there so we don't have to do a super slow elevator. Alright, next level there's a big elevator, and to save a little bit of time, while the elevator is going down, we're going to do something called an LG bug. The LG is the lightning gun, and we're going to shoot it through a wall to kill an enemy. So what we could do here is actually just sit and wait, have a sip of coffee or something like that, but we're going to go out of the elevator while it's still going down, clear some enemies here, and the whole goal of going out on this little adventure here is to get the LG and shoot it through a wall. Not the nicest fiend there, but still I have plenty of time. Alright, here I'm shooting the lightning gun through a wall, and I held the tab there so you can see the monster counter. I actually killed a monster by shooting on a specific pixel there. You'll see his corpse when we end up going through this gate here. So this elevator is still going down when we got there. You could actually just sit in the elevator, but now we killed that enemy, and it is dead when we got there, speeding up the process of ending that map. And the next one is episode 3. This is maybe my favorite episode. It's a lot of fun. It's not too difficult, and this is actually a jump that a lot of beginners struggle with, but it becomes very consistent when you get a little bit better at the movement. I certainly struggled with it in the beginning. Alright, here we're going to try to do a jump over a trigger. We did get it, and that's gonna let us get the silver key without having to maneuver through the whole map. Tried to get a little bit of a quicker jump up there, but failed it. That's fine, doesn't cost us much time. This stage is a notorious stage. It's full of enemies, as you'll see in the end. It is quite random, so hopefully we are able to manipulate the enemies well enough so we don't feel that. Shooting through that... Oh, I missed the button. Just do a little detour back. There we go. Hit the button there. Alright. This stage we're going to do a grenade jump out of the water. Up here, and we're going to grab the rocket Do some jumps. There we go. $30 there, that's fine. Alright, this is a level with a lot of wind pipes. They take you pretty quick through the air. We're doing some strafing there to cover some more ground while we're just floating up. We just got hit by the fiend there, that is actually quite bad. Need that health for a rocket jump, so I'm going to try that again. Flashing lights there. Yeah, we need... shit, we need to do a little save there. Go back. I did a little misclick on the save. Alright, here we have to hit the trigger that's up in the air here. There we go, to trigger that. And then we try to slide out of the wind here. And do some rockets. And time for the smoothest map, I think, of the whole E3. If I can do it smoothly. It is just a lot of fun jumping around and some rockets. There we go. Pretty good, and we're off to episode 4. Episode 4 starts off notoriously with a pretty tough trick. This is the episode that most people start with because it is pretty difficult. I got that trick first try. It's not that bad, but it is sometimes bad, and when you fail it once, you often fail it multiple times, so I'm very glad I didn't get stuck in a loop there. That is always awkward. Alright, next E4M2 is just a lot of jumping. It is a lot of fun, and it has a pretty big skip in the end, which is really fun. You get the silver, you skip getting the silver key by jumping over the gate, and then the game is like, did you forget something? But we did not. We're just jumping. Alright, here is the teleporter, and we do a little slide around, land up here, do a jump over the silver gate key, and then we get to the end. This stage has one of the cooler tricks. I think a lot of people enjoy this trick. Hopefully I'll be able to show it off nicely. This features a quad damage grenade jump, which will take us zooming through these corridors. It's coming up soon. Trying to clear this guy out of our way so we don't deal with that. And here we go. Yep, that was pretty good. I love that when you get that. Next up we have, this is my favorite trick. This is a 100% consistent trick that I hit every time, always. So we'll see. There we go. That is fish boost. It is probably the easiest trick in the game, and it's 100% consistent. And people spread a lot of misinformation about that skip. Don't listen to them. This is one of the shorter but cooler levels of the game. When you go quicker, it's actually more consistent. So it's very hard when you go slow. So when you're a beginner, that one is kind of tough. Here we do a quad damage grenade jump out of the water. There we go. Try to clip this on the edge, so we fly right into the hole, right into the water. We defile the altar, jump up, and then to the exit, and then we head into the final normal level of the game. Do not a bump there, that wasn't in my notes. And here, hopefully, I'll get the nice, smooth rocket jump section, but we'll see if I can pull it off. No, for sure not. That's fine. We can still do a rocket jump there. Going to get the pentagram and the quad. Going to do a shot there and a little jump out, get a little boost. Quad damage rocket jump here. Here, kill the war into the end, and that's the final map. Before the end map, this is the end map. Since we didn't cheat or anything, we got to actually see getting through there, getting every relic. And yeah, this is the final map of Quake. I want to shout out the whole Quake community. I want to shout out all the people who are here in the chat, Sphere and Prasco. Yeah. And for the final map, we go here, we simply wait, and then we telefrag Shub. And that'll be the end of Quake. When we telefrag him. Which is, or her, actually, yeah. There we go. That is Shub, and that is Quake, and that is time. Yeah, we were ready on that already. 16 minutes RTA. Crazy. I've never done an RTA run, or have I? Maybe. I don't remember anyway, so that's PB, let's say. I just want to shout out a few names of the people. I want to shout out the people who are doing world records, pushing them down, Clouder and Muty. I want to shout out Sphere, Edward, Brain Fluid, Chambers, Prasco, Elgu, Colossus, Fleck, Christoph, Stuon, Keepy, Connor, Stuon. I put Stuon twice. Also shout outs to Joe from Joe Quake. And Connor, Quake Speedruns Explained YouTube channel, and Matt's Ramblings. They show a lot of cool Quake content and explain a lot of tricks really well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for having me.